If you have ever played GTA RP, you'll know that there are a lot of servers. And unsurprisingly, most of them are actually paid to win money grabs. Overpriced entry fees, in-game items that cost real-life money, and much more. But there's one server that on the surface just looks like the rest. A full-blown system built to drain players of their cash, penny by penny. A server where you could lose hundreds or maybe thousands of dollars in minutes. But there's a twist. It wasn't some anonymous nerd living in their mom's basement doing this. The server was owned by a platinum-selling artist. Hundreds of millions of views on YouTube. Collaborations with Lil Yachty and Chris Brown. This is the story of Grizzley World RP. A rigged system to exploit all his fans. Quick disclaimer, T, if you see this video, please don't take down my entire channel with your lawyer army. Thank you. If you ever step foot into GTA Online, you know how chaotic it can get. A lot of hackers, people that are just trolling you, and these pesky 12-year-olds who just won't shut the f up. It was a mess. And that's why people actually got into GTA RP. Most servers have strict rules. People are actually engaging in roleplay, and the whole thing is really immersive. At first, Grizzley World RP just looked like a regular server. A server created by someone who really gets it. A rapper from Detroit who actually understands the culture, the streets, and of course, the grind. But it also came with a price. $100 a month. No perks, nothing. It's just the base level price you need to pay just to enter the server. Now, to be fair, most serious GTA RP servers do charge something. A paywall helps keep out the trolls, griefers, and other people who are just there to spam profanities in lobbies.
Stupid n-
It filters people who actually care, who are actually invested. But $100? Outrageous. T was out here charging more money than most AAA games just to monthly access a server. Let's just say you shut off your brain for a minute and actually pay that money. What now? Surprise! There's a queue. Not a short one. An almost 4-hour queue if you are joining during peak hours. But T grants us a shortcut. Don't worry, a way to cut the line, to not wait in the queue 4 hours. It's basically just to pay another $400. $400 just to get into the server. This man has a tier pricing, which you can choose depending on how fast you want to enter the server. It's just like a Disney Fast Pass, but for gangster gamers. But a question might still linger in your mind. How does a random rapper suddenly get into GTA roleplay? Terry Wallace Jr. or T. Grizzley was born in Detroit, Michigan. His parents were in and out of jail, which led him to be raised mostly by his grandmother. He was raised in the streets, and let's just say the apple does not fall far from the tree. He got caught for robbing a jewelry store and finally served 3 years in prison. When T finally got out, he went straight to the mic. His breakout single First Day was a raw statement about his life. Just imagine you could live the same life, but actually on a GTA server. And after collabing with some of the biggest artists in the world, Lil Yachty and Chris Brown, then something interesting happened. T suddenly got into a new hobby. GTA RP. He'd start streaming on Twitch, playing roleplay with his fans and hopping on the mic in character. But quickly he realized roleplay servers had real potential. So he did what every hustler would do. He monetized it. Thus, Grizzley World RP was born. He claimed that he was making upwards of $50,000 a week from the server alone. It was probably one of the best decisions he had ever made. But not for his fans that were getting robbed in broad daylight, because they were paying him hundreds of dollars each month just to enter the server and get a chance to play with their favorite rapper. But trust me, the entry fee wasn't even the end of it. As like any server, Grizzley World RP has its own currency, regular cash and black diamonds. Now, here's where shit really hits the fan. The currency black diamonds are basically worth 1 to 1 with US dollars. You heard that right. 1 black diamond equals $1. Maybe the in-game stuff wasn't really expensive. I mean, the guy already made a lot of money just from people entering the server. Well, not really. If you want a decent gun, that's $25 to $50 a piece. A car to just drive around, at least $250. And the kicker is, you can actually get an out of jail free card for $400. It's not just the cosmetic stuff like in Valorant or CS, for example. Each item you buy actually changes your own gameplay. Basically, it's essential to buy something to enjoy your time playing RP. And if you don't pay, well, you better start doing a 9 to 5, but in game. Let's say you finally give in. You buy some black diamonds, maybe a couple hundred to just set you up on the server. Finally, you're ready to actually enjoy playing GTA. Never mind, my money is gone. In Grizzly World RP, you can get robbed. Yup, robbed. T Grizzley himself allowed you to get the real downtown Detroit experience. And remember, it's not fake money at all. You can file a ticket and say, hey, someone robbed me of $200 worth of diamonds. Well, don't care, it's part of the roleplay. A vicious cycle that leads players to spend way more money just to catch up. And by this point, people started talking. This is where Parker comes in, a GTA content creator who's known for going into these servers and trying to destroy their entire economy by basically duping their in-game currency. So he started doing what he does best. He started duplicating in-game currency, totaling up to $25 billion in cash, which actually converted into real money would be close to $1.2 million. And he even managed to give out some of this money in front of T Grizzley himself. But wouldn't you know it, Parker's video on how the server was abusing his fans for his own monetary gain was pretty quickly taken down by, well, T Grizzley. Within days, the video was gone. It was copyright striked and forced to be taken down from YouTube. Not by T Grizzley himself, by his legal team, GDR, one of the most powerful law firms representing musicians in the US. The same law firm that represents artists at the top of the music industry is now battling with a YouTuber over a 20-minute GTA video. I mean, at this point, props to Parker, because he didn't back down. He made a rebuttal video exposing how T Grizzley took legal action on him and how he was prepared to fight. And finally, this whole thing brought more traffic to the whole controversy. Players began to speak out, shedding light on how bad the server really is if you don't pay real money. You're basically no one, doing 9 to 5 jobs in-game just to keep playing. People are getting tired of but no one can actually stop it. In the eyes of the law, this isn't fraud, this isn't gambling. How is T Grizzley actually able to do this? It's just a plain old game, and that's why people like T Grizzley can't really be held accountable. There's practically no law for in-game exploitation. So regular consumers like you and me are basically left with no protection. The whole gaming industry is starting to change. From mobile games that are basically slot machines for kids to a $70 game that is still bombarded with microtransactions. Right now there are no rules, no regulations. It's all in kind of like a gray area where these people could scam their fans scot-free. You are the sole reason why these communities exist. The servers itself exist. When the game stops feeling like a game, just walk away, because the biggest power that you have is the choice not to play.